Mahaito, welcome back. You're still watching Mzanzi Fundiz, where everything and anything that has to do with South African football is being discussed. As usual, ke tshwere panel ya ka ya fisa fana Lofuno, pelo e thabile man wa mono re tlhologisa dilo tsena ba tlo di lokisa ga no sharp. Lofuno, it was a weekend of a week of surprises. Kuru no surprise you fela ke sure no surprise dilo ena o shapara Stellenbosch ku ka Friday.
No surprise. Surprise.
Surprise.
Stellenbosch ya tseba. A itla ko Chiefs ya donate. Itla shapa Sundowns le Pirates. Mara ko Chiefs ya donate. Ringile 6 points already. This is it. You can check, even you go backwards, you will see.
I remember when Hanelo Kwatese cross, Bradley Cross.
But Bon, Stellisi was lucky. They were supposed to get a hiding.
Were you surprised though by the performance
of Kaizer Chiefs? I'm not surprised. The coach identified the players to add depth into the team. Kele is there, is playing. Lollipop, 3 games, two goals. Morris. So you can see why the coach was actually going for a player like Morris. Because then Morris is defense from the front. You look at the interception that he's been making in the front to disturb the teams like Stellis to start building from the back. So he's doing a great job. I mean, come on, it's an upgrade. Yeah, Lilepo. When you look Saile, you look Lilepo. It's a huge upgrade. You know, Saile goes SuperSport. Udi Misa was Naba, Mapala was Nabat. So we're happy. We're moving forward. And for the coach to also to come out after the game to say, I have turned down a huge offer from Tunisia. I believe in this project. And I believe in this project. We are going forward. That's why I want to stay. Akenaka Ralivala Atabik. I'm a
SC. Dimano bolela ka Lollipop o rena le 2 goals in 3 games. Golela ya Amazulu. Is that goal Lollipop?
I don't know how the league got to that position to say this is his goal. Because literally you can literally see like Ofori konje Mpo mentioned or league ya rena. But one thing that you can look at, I mean, that ball was literally going out of the box. In the 6 yards area, it was going to the 18 area.
Nearly cross.
Ofori literally just said, you know what, bring it here, let's put it inside the net.
Mara, he's a breath of fresh air, Lollipop. He looks like somebody that could solve their problem.
And he creates a lot of width for Kaizer Chiefs, you know. And I think it's another option for Kaizer Chiefs when you look at it in terms of their offensive lines. And it tells you that the coach really identified this guy to say, if I'm not getting the kind of players like Bofistin Mayela that I wanted, can I get this guy who's going to give me goals? And slowly he's adjusting into the league and getting a goal and getting 2 goals. It tells you that he's going to come all right.
Honal Sheriff.
Yeah, well, if you look at Kele's play, you know, it's one of those players that they do their job without you noticing that they're there on the field. And that's what you want at Kaizer Chiefs. I think Kaizer Chiefs, for the longest time, they've never had a player that plays in the midfield that give me the ball. Kele always looks for the ball. Give me the ball, so that he can start playing, with... and that also frees up a player like Mart to be able to go offensively. So I think if you look at how the coach approached, he put Mteto on the bench and he got Kele in so that he can start the play from the midfield and allow Kele to be able to dictate in the pitch. I think so far you can see he's still rusty. I think a fit Kele is going to give Kaizer Chiefs a lot of depth and a lot going forward.
Is a fit Kele not going to be a disadvantage for Nyambose, considering the fact that Nyambose was starting to find his groove in their team?
Yeah, you see, for me, and I looked at the depth of Kaizer Chiefs, and I'm starting to say, okay, it looks like we're going somewhere.
I'm glad you are starting to mention words such as depth.
We have depth. We have depth at Kaizer Chiefs. You have a Castillo that is still coming. Kaizer Chiefs still going to eat nice. So we're happy that...
dishy.
Bona, you can start to see now. We are moving forward. We are looking at that position 3 and position 2. Now forget about Bob Steg. He's hyping the supporters. Bob Steg is hyping the supporters. We are looking at position 3. Once we battle that and we clear, that position 2 is not out yet.
Okay. There was another surprise, Magesi. 2-0.
I don't think it was a surprise.
Cape Town City. And we spoke about Cape Town City last week. Performance
based on that alone, it wasn't a surprise, you know. I think surprise in the sense that they haven't been winning. Yes, definitely. But in terms of play and in terms of the opponent they faced, I think Mushini's found it tough. Dalfuno sat here the other day and told us that he wants to see this team perform against such teams. And they couldn't come up and perform against the Magesi. And we know that Magesi is having challenges in terms of wins and even a slight draw would be something challenging for Magesi. But they come into this game and they score 2 goals. It tells you that clearly now the players are adjusting to ODG's philosophy and methodologies.
All right, Uwagadi methodology. What method was used when there was a muddy affair called Loftus?
No, they were taught a lesson. It's 20 minutes punishment. You know, I was actually sitting where I was sitting. I was calling for 5. I said, give them 5.
Why were you calling for 5, Lefuno? In particular, 5?
Because sometimes you need to be humbled. But when you look at the game itself, Sundowns was very smart. They picked the moment and they punished the Pirates. But for me, I was very surprised that Pirates did not use the transfer to boost their team because for me, they don't have depth. They've got a beautiful 11, but when you start, poking, holes in that 11, when you have a player like Nkota when he doesn't play, when you have Rele that doesn't come to the party, then you will have the ambulance that is also not delivering. Who do you have on the bench to come and impact the game? You can see now they've gone backwards to bring Abo Ndrondo, to bring back Abo, is it Kimvudi? This guy,
KK.
They have not been playing in a longest time. And that tells you, because the only player that they normally alternate in the bench of Pirates, it's either they will bring Mahopa or vice versa with Mabasa and the Damini. So that's how they model their game. Over and above that, they really don't have depth. I mean, you can look at the defense. When Sisane was gone, they had to bring Koki in, and he's not fit.
Just to touch on that, Cox, sorry to interject.
10 seconds, yeah.
10 seconds. You look at Tito. Tito, I think the coach needs to at some point bench him. Tactical awareness that Tito is not in the game. He keeps on taking the ball and going backwards, and then doing all these funny things. And yet, when you see him in the national team, he doesn't apply these things. It tells you that it's either Tella coach or Tella team.
All right, are tshwareng le dal.
Check thing.
Are tshwareng le dal food. Are tshwareng le dal. Re khutlise saleng, re ska khutlisa saleng. Tito tella coach, ha telle coach. Well, perhaps maybe it's the coach's instructions. But yeah, ha re tsebe. Make sure hore ska vaya, o ye fatshe, o relax, o nwele vathi. Second half ha o bua, continue watching Mzanzi Fundiz.